Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go play action. Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
He's checking crowd on these two.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. and good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Following the interception, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw is Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yellow. 15.
Right there, 54.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Watch the screen. Attack.
Nice 7, let's go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Cousins now to throw on first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
I don't need to. Let's go, Woo, Eddie!
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 15.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. That one goes for 8 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or he'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total...
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play, because to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talk.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. Third and long for Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They complete it to Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins. 77 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Cousins now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Chris Jones on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Cousins. His throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 33 yards that time. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Mike 55, Mike 55. It's our time.
Attack!
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Emmanuel Ogbah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, partner, let's put behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company, an absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Yellow.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come back.
On 1st down, Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now he's going to throw deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 41 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Hill now to throw. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Attack!
From his end zone, Mahomes on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Returnable for Sherrills. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Let's go!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Check 56. Let's go. He's checking. Hey,
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Check.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And going deep for Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. First down. Here's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more, could have had our shutout.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Mahomes now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Mahomes going to throw it here. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Twist.
Hey, 57 colors.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
15.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go, D.
One last shot now for Cousins. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Room here to run. And he works it past the